Hey there, beautiful souls. How are you doing? This is your September monthly general intuitive tarot reading for the sign of Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising sign. I just want to start this video off by saying thank you to everybody who has subscribed to this channel. I am truly, truly grateful for your subscriptions. It's like, I can't do this channel without you, so it's truly amazing to me that you're coming back every time I put up a new video and continue to support me here. I really, really, really want to say thank you for that. And if you are new to this channel, first of all, let me say hello and welcome. This is Universal Wisdom Tarot. And hello, welcome. And if you haven't subscribed yet because maybe you're new or maybe you've been coming here and listening to these videos, you just haven't subscribed yet, well, all I want to say to you is, what are you waiting for? Okay, it's free, all right? And it only takes a quick second to click that button. So if you've done it once, fabulous. And if you haven't, then subscribe to the channel. And then while you're at it, don't forget to click the like button, because that tells YouTube that you want more of these videos. It tells me you want more of these videos. And it really does help the channel to grow and get messages out to people who really need to hear them. And so take a quick second. You can do that right now. There's buttons at the bottom of the video, or there's even a subscribe button, I think, like right here in the bottom right hand corner of this video. So or just like right over, I'm gonna say over there somewhere in the corner, right hand bottom corner. And so just click and click and click away, and that's great. Now, I just also want to kind of call out that in the description box this month, I have a link to my accounts for Instagram and for Facebook. So Universal Wisdom Tarot was not on those platforms before, but I am there now. So I really do wish to see you over there, and hope that we can interact over there and we can chit chat, and you can let me know what it is you'd like to see on those platforms and what kinds of things you want to see on this YouTube channel. So I'd love to have a nice conversation and interaction with you there. And if you are truly interested in learning more about me and Universal Wisdom Tarot, or my philosophies, or what have you, there's also a link in the description box to an interview for an online magazine that they contacted me a few months ago, and they interviewed me. So if you're interested, that's there too. So read away. Now, as always, I want to say not all messages will resonate with everyone, so take what does, leave the rest for somebody else, right? And let's get into the few key astrological highlights that I want to call out for the month. And I'm going to start right up at the top of the month on September 1st, when Uranus will station retrograde in Taurus. So when a planet is station retrograding or stationing, it means it's slowing down. Retrograding means it appears like it's going in reverse, even though planets don't really go in reverse. It appears that way. And this energy, this Uranus retrograde energy, in order to really understand it, it's actually good to understand what the energy of Uranus is when it's going direct. So what is Uranus energy? It's sudden and unexpected changes. It's in social situations, it could be radical ideas. It could be radical people. It's upsetting the apple cart. It's revolutionary events. It's things that upset established structures. So let's say you were somebody who, decided this year they were going to put in a plan, and you said, this is the year I'm going to do X or Y or Z, whatever it is, right? And so you said to yourself, I've got a plan, nothing's going to take me off that plan. But if Uranus has been affecting you, right, and it's been affecting you rather strongly, then you're getting monkey wrench after monkey wrench after monkey wrench here, and it's actually taking you off course. So the fact now that Uranus will be retrograde is a bonus for you because, and it's actually going to be retrograde for the rest of the year, which means that you now have an opportunity to get yourself back on track, right? You can take that energy, you can harness it for your true potential, and you don't have these monkey wrenches coming at you. So it's time to break free, get yourself back on going in the right direction. All right, now the next thing I want to talk about is a series of 3 squares, and they come in sort of rapid succession. So these squares will occur from around the 3rd of September until the 10th of September. So that's like about 7-8 days. But sometimes the energy is felt a few days before us and a few days after. So let's just call it 7 to 10 day period where you might get a couple of whammies, I want to say. Okay. Now again, not everybody gets affected by these energies, so I'm just going to call them out so that if you are, then you know why. All right. We're going to start on the 3rd of September with a Mars-Neptune square. And on that Mars-Neptune square, you may be feeling like you're lacking focus, okay? That means you may need some time away from things that might be really demanding on you because you could feel drained. You might be feeling drained very easily. And so this is the time to relax, get some rest, chill out. Don't take on anything too demanding, okay? Because 4 days later, on the 7th, Mercury is going to come in and square Uranus, all right? So, then all of a sudden now your mind might be all over the place and you will have a very, very difficult time to get that back under control. And so I would just say that, the recommended action here is to let your mind flow. Do not box yourself in mentally, all right? And then 3 days after that, we have the moon squaring Saturn. And that could be something that's weighing heavily on you. So giving yourself some breathing room and letting yourself consider a different approach. If you need to make very important decisions in that time, I would say that's your best course of action there. And then finally, I want to talk about September 18th. And on September 18th, we have a full moon. Now, you may have heard this moon called the harvest moon because it's happening in September. That was harvest time. It is still harvest time for a lot of people. And it just so happens to be a supermoon. So you have a full moon and you have supermoon energy. Now, I would also tell you that it just so happens to also be a partial lunar eclipse. Now, during this lunation, the sun in Virgo will oppose the moon in Pisces. Okay, so this is a time where, it could shed some light on our subconscious feelings, right? So, when you're kind of like dealing with this energy, looking inward is going to maybe help reveal, issues that you've been pushing down where you're saying, no, I'm not going to let those things bother me. I'm going to deal with those emotions later. No, don't need to. Well, unfortunately, you can't ignore them forever. The time is now to face them. The time is now to cut ties with that energy if it's holding you back. All right, and I won't lie to you. It'll be interesting to see if the cards come up for you as well. But a lot of the readings that I've done, the moon card has come out in the main cards for a lot of signs, and the moon in tarot is the moon card in the tarot deck is associated with Pisces, and it just so happens that the moon is in Pisces, right, in this month. So it won't surprise me if it comes up, but let's just see if it does for you, all right? Okay, Aquarius, so I want to begin by giving thanks to the angels, spirits, guides, and the universe for the messages they provide and for assisting me in interpreting the messages for the highest vibrational good of my Aquarius seekers. Let's get your tarot cards now for the month of September for Aquarius. 4 cards, please, for Aquarius for the month of September. Four of Swords. Ace of Wands. Queen of Pentacles, but in the reverse. Star card at the end of the month, though, so that's a great thing, because the energy here is a little bit all over the place. The bottom of the deck is the Magician. Oh, wow, this is interesting. I've had a lot of really good, interesting reads this month, and I just think it's because the energy is very, very, it's kind of all over the place for a lot of signs. So, you know, it's affecting people in very different ways, but it's also really interesting for a lot of signs. So, first of all, I want to start by saying your overarching energy, the Magician here, is followed by the High Priestess. Let me just show you that. Okay, so you have the Magician and you have this High Priestess. These are both major arcana cards, and the major arcana is very much about life lessons here. So there are some important lessons to learn, my dear Aquarius, in this month for you. I do feel like you have the power. I want to say that to you right now. You have the power to make this happen. You have the messages coming to you to make it happen. I feel like you have the faith in yourself to make it happen. But unfortunately, I feel like you either don't have the energy to make it happen, or if you don't have the energy, it's because you're just not into it either. Okay? So I kind of feel like you don't feel like it's perfect timing for something. I don't know why I want to say that. I'm just going to say that. Somebody feels like the timing isn't right, or you're making the timing not right because you just really, really honestly don't have the energy. I mean, here you are at the start of this month. You're curled up in this little ball in your nest, and you're saying, all I want to do is sleep, sleep, sleep. I need to catch up on my sleep. I know I have magic. I know I should be doing things with that magic. I know you're telling me messages what I should be doing, but I just really don't want to listen to it. You're getting these things popping into your head here. This is your intuition. It's talking to you, and you feeling these things pop up into your mind there. There's that little spark, but the little spark is not taking it's not taking flame, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm trying to say that it isn't bursting into a big flame. It's just this little spark that keeps going off, and it's a little spark and a little spark, but it's just like, it's kind of like, you don't want to put in the hard work, right? The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who really gets into the details of something, but she's in the reverse for you this month. So I'm feeling like the hard work, you're not feeling it. Now, I do want to say at the end of the month, there is a sort of like reversal here in the fact that all of a sudden, the stars are shining on you or something is being highlighted for you at the end of the month. So I'm not sure what that is. When you're reading for a collective, sometimes it's very hard because you get mixed messages. You get some messages for some people, other messages for other people. But I feel like somebody is either going to wake up at the end of the month, or you feel like finally the stars are coming together. They're aligning for you to be able to get back into action. I do kind of feel you should be doing something, you're just not doing something. And like I said, you just don't have the energy to do it. Now, for somebody here at the end of the month, I feel like there's a strong sense of a need for freedom. I want to say that. But I think we really need to dive into clarifying these messages, because it's a very, very interesting read here. Okay. Let's clarify this Four of Swords. I'm feeling quite drained as I'm reading here for you right now with that Four of Swords. I almost feel like I should be going to bed right now. That's how strong that energy is. I'm feeling like you just, is it heat? Is it that you've worked so hard in, the previous months that now you just feel like, oh, okay, I need to take a break, man. I really need to take a break. So let's clarify this Four of Swords. Please tell me about this desire to sleep. There's a desire or a need to heal. Or even for some people, there's a need to hide yourself away. And I'm going to say that to you because this this High Priestess, that's so weird, I want to call her the Queen. The High Priestess has come out, and you remember I said to you the High Priestess was there and it's talking to you? Now, it's very interesting because I feel like the High Priestess is telling you you need to hide yourself away. Didn't I just say that for somebody needs to hide themselves away? And when that card came out, it said to me there's a need to hide away because someone feels like that if they don't keep themselves sort of like, hidden, or just, you might explode, okay? Something is a little going to come out in a volatile way, and you find yourself sort of searching for somebody to unload on. And so the best way to avoid that is what I'm feeling here with this High Priestess. She's telling you avoid it by just go to sleep. Don't just be by yourself. Don't do anything here. That's maybe a message for somebody in specific, but I'm feeling that very strongly. Yeah, there's the Ten of Pentacles, so this could be an explosion on your family, but it could also be for somebody else that you need to break away from, whatever, consumes your day, whatever that might be for you, and sort of spend more time with the ones that you love, and really kind of spending, looking at your partnerships and meeting people, checking out your relationships, strengthening those relationships. For some people, that's if it's work related for you, and if you've had a lot of work on your plate, you now want to set yourself out of that and just do the home time thing, maybe even work from home for some people. But I do feel like for somebody, the instinct is telling you, just lay low, just lay low for right now, because if you don't, you're going to explode on somebody, and that's because, as I said, you're really not feeling it here. Okay, so let's get one more clarifier here for that Four of Swords. It's like you need to make some changes in your private life for somebody too. I don't know who that message is for. One more clarifier, please, for the Four of Wands. Truly grateful for all your message. Four of Swords, sorry. Yeah, courage, strength. Wow, you're going to need to bite your tongue. That's what I want to say to somebody. You know, this is the strength card is often about taming that inner beast, right? If you want to put your hand in the mouth of the lion, that lion's got to be really, really tame. Okay, so if you want to be anywhere near it, like this figure is on this card, right? She's got her hand underneath the lion, like scratching his mane underneath, like a like a domesticated cat. But there's something here about you going to have to tame yourself, because I do feel for somebody that they will be unbound, if you will, and that volatility will take somebody down. And I don't think you mean to be that way. I don't think you mean to. What's the right words here? I don't think you want to hurt anybody. That's for sure. But there could be a tendency for somebody to say like, oh my God, where did that come from? Where did that Aquarius energy come from? And it could hurt somebody. It could like just damage something there. So I was just going to just say to you to step back, do your own thing, be private. You don't need to go out to lunches and meeting people and whatever. You don't need that to do that social thing. Just take that time to chill out. You are getting these sparks with this Ace of Wands. Now, as I said, I don't feel like it's major flames, though, for some reason. And that's probably because you have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. If she was in the upright, I'd say you're getting these ideas, these passionate thoughts, this energy, and you're going with it, and you're making it happen and implementing something. But you're not. So I kind of feel like there's just a little mini sparks here. Yeah, you're trying to figure out how to complete something. That's what I want to say to somebody. You want to either take a task, take a project, take a something, and get it completed. Either you don't know how because you're only getting these mini sparks, or because you don't have the energy and you're saying, I really should complete that, but I can't because I don't have the energy to do that. But you're certainly under some kind of influence here where, you're, as I said, you should be following your instincts, but, and they're talking to you, but you're just saying, I don't know how to do this. Okay. So there's some kind of blockage here for somebody. All right. Let's continue to clarify this Ace of Wands. And, it's amazing because you have the magic. I mean, that's what that magician is there to say. You have all this stuff. You have the ability to do this. You just have to get, like, across the line. Across the finish line is what I want to say. Okay? You are definitely in your hermit mode. Okay? Now, this could also be for some people, just going into that little, like I said, going into that nest, closing yourself off, looking inward, being able to say, what's affecting me, trying to figure that out, doing that, that hiding away, but that you're going to follow your own instincts, your own guiding light. You need to do some sort of inner work, I want to say, for somebody. I don't know who that's for, but somebody needs to do some inner work so that when they come out of this month, they are in the right position, if you will. Or somebody needs to give some careful thought and contemplation to something, and being able to withdraw and go into that little nest there is the way for you to have that alone time to sort of consult your spiritual, whatever, your inner wisdom, your spiritual guidance. Okay, let's clarify one more for the Ace of Wands. Moon card, definitely. There you go. Okay, so did I say the moon came out? Okay, it's funny. Most signs, with the exception of one that I've done of all the readings in September, one sign got no moon, two signs got the moon, in the clarifiers, and the rest got it all in the main card. So there's definitely moon energy here that is affecting you. So what did I say about that moon energy? I said that these subconscious feelings are coming to the surface. All right. This is why you need to contemplate. This is why you need to have your alone time. This is why you can't complete what you're trying to complete. This is why the spark is just a little spark and it's not catching and it's not resulting in something that becomes a more permanent implementation where you actually take action on it. All right. So let's clarify that Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. You don't feel like this is the right timing. That's what I want to say to somebody. You do not feel it's the right timing, and you know that because you're battling yourself. You're battling yourself with that Five of Wands, right? That's conflict. Five of Wands is conflict. Now, it's not like hard conflict. It's not like you're beating yourself up, and it's not like you're beating other people up. Sometimes it's just you're wrestling with something here. You're wrestling with that. Do it, don't do it. Do it, get it done. It'll be beneficial. Don't do it, sit down, relax, and I can ignore it a little longer, right? That's either with actual things to get done, tasks, or it could even be just mentally with feelings, as I said. So you have a bit of this moon energy affecting you here, this full moon, supermoon, partial lunar eclipse. And for, some of you, it's just that, moon Saturn square, I believe I said it was. Yeah, it was moon Saturn. And I just feel like, that's the weight. That's the heavy weight on you. All right. Is that you're struggling with this. So remember I said, take breathing room, give yourself some breathing room, just go into that nest, chill out, relax. There'll be a time to do what you have to do, but it's not in the month of September, unfortunately, for you, dear Aquarius. Let's clarify that Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it's almost making you worried a little bit. Not worried, but you're like stressing over this for no reason, in the sense that, like I just said, don't worry. Just because it's 1 month, doesn't mean it's the end of the world, right? Because you're stalled for 1 month. For other people, it's just an anxiety that's sitting there going, why can't I start this thing? Why can't I get into gear? What's really holding me back? And this is why I'm saying, for a lot of people with this energy, this moon energy, this is the time where we're going to face things. This is when we're going to come face to face with stuff we don't want to see because we've been ignoring it. We've been pushing things aside. We've been pushing things at the back of our mind. But cut those ties, as I said, cut those ties, because if you don't cut those ties, then you'll forever be in this holding on to something that you need to release. You need to maybe spend some time in finding about how to clear your energy or release energy, right? So, do some kind of energy clearing sessions or whatever, but I feel like there's something all tied up here, and you need to cut some cords. Cut some cords. Now, on the up note, you have the star here at the end of the month, which is a good thing because the star is a really, really beautiful card, okay? It's, a card that comes normally in the tarot after the Tower, which means that with upheaval, then now you're going into this much better time for yourself, and that you have faith again in either yourself, faith in the universe, faith in something. So let's, you have faith that perhaps in this, in your situation, that you'll be able to jump back onto the train and get moving again. So let's clarify the star card. What's that faith, that hope that you have, that optimism that you're now feeling, that finally things are aligning nicely for you? Yeah, there is your Queen of Pentacles, but this time she's in the reverse. You're back on track, my friends. You're back on track at the end of the month. So you feel like, okay, you took your time, you pulled out all those feelings, you faced them, you cut the ties, and now you're ready to move forward again, to get yourself back on track. Now finally you're feeling what you can do with your finances, how to spend your finances wisely. You're connecting a little bit with nature in a very different way at the end of this month. I don't know what that means for somebody or why. I'm just going to, give the messages that come to me. 2 more clarifiers, please, for the star. Sun card, beautiful, yeah. So you see, your energy just completely shifts at the end of the month. It really just goes from this sort of heavy, wanting to explode on people, but then at the end of the month saying, okay, I've had my time, I've gotten rid of that negativity, and now I can face things in a much better way. Really, really being able to be much more positive and optimistic, and there's your Fool. Starting a brand new journey, starting fresh, complete another freshness. So that's a great way to end your month, Aquarius, a fabulous way. Okay, so now we're going to pull an oracle message for you from the Quantum Oracle deck. Let's see what they want to tell you. Let's see. Final message for Aquarius for the month of September. Happy success, number 8, consciousness. I'm going to show it to you, and I'm going to read to you from the book, and I do feel that that's where you're going at the end of this month, to a happy success. Let's find it in the book. And I will read to you. Okay. A man stands in a flowering field with his arms stretched out, happily looking up at the sky. It's raining beautiful gems, silver coins, and droplets of bright light. He is clearly filled with joy about the abundant blessings coming his way. Happiness is a choice, as is the consciousness of success. When you live in these mental attitudes, it's only a matter of time before you too are showered with the blessings you desire. This marks a time of great joy and abundance for you. This may be in the form of expanding wealth, love, or business achievement. The promise here is that the wish you've been dreaming about is coming your way. So open up to success in your heart and to the happiness already in your life. And get ready for much more to come. Well, I think that is a lovely way to end your month. And I do feel this happy success really comes to life for you here in this last week, my beautiful Aquarians. All right. So all I have to say is I'm going to leave it there. And don't forget to click the like button now. Take a second if you didn't do it already. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because next month I'm going to be announcing a contest, and I think you're going to be interested, and I think you're going to want to know how to be eligible or what that prize is. So, subscribe and you won't miss that video. Okay, I will say take care. See you again very soon. And until then, please know that I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.